We return to the main building. First of all, I should show her around the house so she can choose her own room.
こっちが和室。裏側に回ると居間とか風呂とかそういった共通施設に出る。で、縁側をずっと歩いてあっちの別棟に行くと客間がある。
This is the Japanese-style room.
そっちに行ったみたいだな。
The backside has common rooms like the living room and the bathroom. And if you follow the open corridor to the outbuilding, you can reach the guest rooms. It looks like Tosaka went that way. I explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently without nodding. I'm not sure if she's listening or not.
屋敷の見取りはいいです。それよりシロの部屋はどこなのですか?
The map of the house is fine. Where is Shiro's room?
俺の部屋はこっち。割と奥まったところにある。
My room is this way. It's somewhat back there.
では、そちらに案内してください。内密に話があります。
Then please guide me that way. I must talk to you privately. Ooh, privately.
内密に話?
Talk to me privately. So she doesn't want Tosaka to hear it? Tosaka is in the outbuilding, so I think this place is okay, but she is a master after all. Someone could overhear us, so the open corridor is no place to talk secretly. The only person that could overhear you is Tosaka, but you're okay. Here, this is my room.
これがシロの部屋ですか?
What? This is Shiro's room? Saber is surprised the moment she walks in.
どうした? セイバーをびっくりさせるようなものなんかないと思うけど。
What? I don't think there's anything here that should be too surprising.
いえ、びっくりさせるようなものがないというより、何もないではないですか?
No, there's nothing here to surprise me, as there is nothing here. Is this really your room, Shiro?
セイバーを騙して俺に得なんかないだろう。ここには寝に帰ってくるだけだし、物がないのは当たり前だ。
There's no point in lying to you. I only come here to sleep, so it's natural there's nothing here.
そうですか。意外でした。
Your room is boring as fuck,
シロは
Shiro.
もっと雑多な人となりだと思っていましたから。
I see. I was surprised. I thought you were a more assorted person. Saber enters the Japanese-style room and touches the wall to check the feel of it. It is a soft gesture, as if she understands the object's memory just by touching it. Because objects have memories, damn it!
よかった。寂しい部屋ですが、無下に扱われているわけではない。
Shiro, you seem like a very boring person.
ここはここで暖かい場所なのですね。
I'm relieved. This is a desolate room, but that does not mean it is treated badly. This is a simple but warm place.
暖かい? まあそうかな。屋敷の作りなのか、この部屋って夏は涼しく冬は暖かなんだ。
Warm? Well, I guess so. I don't know if it's how the house is built, but this place is cool during the summer and warm during the winter. My father always said I took the good room.
ええ。部屋は持ち主の心象ですから。シロの心のあり方に不安を
I think I was about to say the guard room.
これなら今までの印象とそう変わりはしないでしょう。
Yes, this room is a reflection of its owner, so I was worried about your spirit, but this will not change my impression of you now. It's a reflection of its owner, completely bland and boring. Saber says this with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to say.
それで内緒の話ってなんだよ、セイバー。
So, what did you want to talk privately about?
2つあります。そのどちらもシロと私だけの隠し事にしたいのですが。
I have two things. Both are something I would like to keep secret between us.
いや、セイバーがそうしたいって言うんなら構わないけど、できれば先に内容を言ってくれ。
Well, I don't mind if you say so, but tell me what it's about. I can't tell if it's something good or bad.
どちらも悪い話です。少なくとも他のマスターには知られたくはない。
They are both bad. At the very least, it is something I do not want other masters finding out. Judging by her expression, the bad thing must be our weakness. It's a very obvious weakness. I see. I see what you mean. I'll listen seriously, so go ahead.
はい。まず一つ目。召喚されたサーバントの最初の義務なのですが、これを果たせないことを許してほしい。
Yes. First of all, I would like you to forgive me for not being able to accomplish the first obligation of a servant.
サーバントの最初の義務
The first obligation of a servant?
自身が何者であるかをマスターに告げるというものです。リンから聞いて
I guess she's just gonna tell us. To tell you of my identity. Have you not heard about it from Rin?
何者であるか告げるああセイバーの本当の名前のことか
Tell me your identity? Oh, you mean your real name. That's what that would be, Chiro. Typically, typically identity is referring to somebody's name. Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes, famous in every age. They hide their identities and the scope of their power with their class names. A servant's real name is something that should be kept hidden. But it is also something the master must know. Because if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Master and servant are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. Well, that's just how it would be if I were a normal master. Even if I knew Saber's real name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care about it.
いいけどどうして
I'm fine with that, but why?
私なりに考えた結果です。いかにシローが私の身命を隠そうとしても、シローから知識を奪う術は多くあるでしょう。
This is what I believe is for the best. No matter how hard you try to hide my name, there are many ways to take the information from you.
シローの魔術抵抗はそう高くありませんから、敵が優れた術者ならば精神介入もたやすい。敵の魔術にかかれば、あなたの意志に反して私の身命が明かされてしまう。
Since your magic resistance is not high, mental intervention would be simple if the enemy was a superior magus. I would like to prepare for that, and not have my real name within your knowledge.
なるほどそりゃそうだ暗示をかけられたら一発だもんないいよそういうことなら秘密にしておいてくれ
Oh, I see. That's right. I would give it right away if they used suggestion on me. Alright, keep it a secret in that case. See, that's why we don't ask her.
もっとも、私自身はそう高名なものではありません。バーサーカーに比べれば、数段ランクは落ちるでしょうし。
It helps me if you say that.
どうということはないでしょうが。
But then, I'm not someone that famous. It should be a few ranks below Berserker, and it would not do too much even if my name were revealed. Guys, I know who she is, and that is bullshit. She is someone pretty famous. Not gonna give it away, but I'm pretty sure that some of you might guess, and might probably be right. Saber murmurs in regret. That's a bit unexpected. I feel like that's a grammatical error there. That's a bit unexpected. Saber has some human characteristics, and she regrets being inferior to Berserker.
いいんじゃないか
But Berserker's only, like, superior because he is basically because he's insane, so he has, like, all his stats boosted. Unless you want to be insane, that is, Saber. Isn't that alright? A trump card is a trump because it's hidden. Your master is weak like this, so I understand that you have to try everything.
それとバーサーカーだけどあれは反則だろ
And Berserker, he's unfair. He's just
セイバーに落ち込
cheating.
むことはないしそれに俺から見たらセイバーは全然負けてない
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
真正面から打ち合ってたじゃないか
And from my point of view, you aren't inferior. You had that big wound, yet you were exchanging blows straight on.
そうですね。昨夜不覚を取りましたが、傷が癒えれば違った結果になるでしょう。
You're right. I suffered defeat last night, but the result should be no different once my wounds heal. Or should be different once my wounds healed.
だろ
Or my wound heals, not wounds,
一つ目の
plural.
話はこれで終わり
Right. Okay then. That's the end of the first matter.
二つ目の話っていうのは
What's the second one about?
ええ、それなのですが、おそらくこれはもう私たちでは解決できないことです。
Yes, about that. This is probably not something we can solve.
私たちサーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によって体を維持する。だからこそサーバントはマスターを必要とするのですが。
We servants maintain our body using the magical energy transferred from our masters. That is why servants require a master, but
俺が半端なマスターだから セイバーが体を維持するのに必要なだけの魔力がないってことか。
I'm an incomplete master, so I don't have enough magical energy for you to maintain your body.
違います。たとえ少量でもマスターから魔力が流れてくるのなら問題はないのです。ですが、シローからは全く魔力の提供がありません。
No, it is not a problem even if
断線しているのです。
it is not a problem if I receive even a small amount of magical energy from you, but I am not receiving any magical energy from you. The spiritual connection we ought to have is not present. So that means I, as the gasoline, am not sending any fuel for Saber to work as an engine.
セイバー、それは
Some of these analogies, man, they're kind of strange. Like, I guess, yeah, you could say that, but it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Saber, that's...
シロー自身の欠点ではありません。おそらく召喚時に問題が起きたのでしょう。何らかの不手際があって、本来つながるはずのラインがつながらなかったようです。
It is not your fault. I believe something happened during my summoning. Some fault occurred, and the line that should have been connected was not connected.
召喚時の不手際って。
Some problem during the summoning. When Saber appeared, it wasn't anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since she was summoned like that, it'd be strange if there weren't anything wrong with her.
待て、それじゃどうなるんだ。魔力を回復できないってことは、セイバーはすぐに消えてしまうのか。
Hold on. Then what's going to happen? Since you can't replenish your magical energy, will you disappear?
ええ。私が持つ魔力を使い切れば、この世界に留まることはできなくなるでしょう。
Yes, if I use up the magical energy I have, I will not be able to stay in this world.
召喚されてから、すでに3回の戦闘を行いました。
I've battled 3 times already since my summoning.
私の治癒能力も蘇生魔術ですから、傷を負えば魔力の消費も早くなる。そうですね。昨夜までで成熟した魔術師10人分の魔力は消費したでしょう。
My healing ability is regeneration magic, so magical energy consumption will increase if I take damage. Let me see. I used about 10 mature magi's worth of magical energy last night. I'm guessing that's a lot. I'm astonished. Magical energy is reduced every time she fights, and there's no way to restore it. If she already used up that much magical energy, how much longer can she stay in this world?
分かってもらえましたか、マスター。
Do you understand, Master?
そのため、私は少しでも魔力の消費を抑えなければならない。供給がないのなら、あとは睡眠することで魔力の消費を抑えるしかありません。
So I must try to use my magical energy as little as possible. If no magical energy is provided, I must sleep and suppress my magical energy usage.
睡眠。眠れば魔力は回復するのか。
Sleep? Will your magical energy replenish if you sleep?
わかりません。ですが最低でも眠っている間は魔力を使わない。
I do not know, but at the very least, I will not consume any magical energy while I am asleep.
ですから、これからできる限りの睡眠を許してほしいのです。
She had to have to sleep all the fucking time then, because we all know Shiro can't provide any sort of mana or magical energy for her. I mean, pretty sure that if you're an amateur at this and you have the most powerful servant, yeah, you're gonna pretty quickly run out of any sort of mana to provide. So I wish for you to allow me to sleep as much as possible. I will not be able to constantly protect you, but I would like for you to understand that this is a measure necessary for us to win. Oh. I sigh with relief. Thank God. If that's all it is, I'll accept all she wants.
そんなのいいに決まってるだろ。
Yeah, but that's just going to have her not consume any more of your magical energy. It's not going to give her more magical energy. I mean, you're still going to run out of magical energy when she wakes back up, Shiro. You do realize this, right? Oh, that's right, you don't realize it because you're a fucking idiot. Of course, that's alright. You can rest when you get tired. If that allows you to stay longer, that's so much better.
では、今後は頻繁に眠りに入りますが、その間は決して屋敷から離れないように。遠く離れた場所でシロが襲われた場合、私はすぐに駆けつけられない。
Then I will sleep from now on, so please do not leave the house while I am doing so. If you are attacked somewhere far from here, I will not be able to come and protect you immediately.
空間を跳躍するなら話は別ですが、そんな能力を持つサーバントは稀です。
It would be a different story if I could leap through space, but servants with such ability are rare.
もし離れた場所で私を呼ぶのなら、0時のバックアップが必要になります。ですから、できるだけ私から離れないようにしてほしい。
To call me from a distant place would require backup from the command spell, so I would like for you to try to stay near me. As much as I'd like to do that, I can't not. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as well.
努力はする。
I have to go to school, Saber, it's
本
important.
当にそれだけでいいんだな。
More important than this Holy Grail War. I'll try, but are you sure that's all?
眠っていれば、その。
If you sleep, you...
問題はないでしょう。このようなことはなかったので断言はできませんが、前回も総戦闘数は7回に満たなかった。
It should not be a problem.
私が倒さずとも、サーバントはサーバントによって減っていくのですから。
I cannot be as certain since this has never happened to me, but I did not fight even 7 times last night. Even if I do not defeat them, other servants defeat other servants.
そうか。別に全員が全員とやり合わなくちゃいけないってわけじゃないんだ。うまくすれば簡単にこの戦いを終わらせることができる。
I see. So not everyone has to fight all the other servants. If all goes well, we can end this war pretty easily. Ha! Nope. The only people I'm going to fight are those with inhuman attitudes. I'm sure that not all of the 7 masters are like that. Tosaka is ready to fight, but she would follow the rules of the Magi. So the 5 remaining masters, if they all have human attitudes, I won't have to fight. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time... Huh? Hold on. Even fight 7 times? Last time?
待ってくれ、セイバー。その、以前もセイバーだったのか。いや、そうじゃなくて、前回も聖杯戦争に参加してたっていうのか。
Hold on, Saber, was it Saber 2 last time? No, I mean, were you in the last Holy Grail War as well?
私がこの聖杯の争いに参加するのは2度目です。
This is the second time I've participated in the Holy Grail War.
その時も私はセーバーでした。中には複数のクラス属性を持つ英霊もいるようですが、
I was Saber 2 at that time.
セーバーにしか該当しません。
There are heroic spirits that attribute to several classes, but I only correspond to Saber, the class of Saber. Tosaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber is the most powerful servant. And this girl is saying she has only become that twice in a row. Or she has become that twice in a row.
それじゃ以前はその
She's only become it twice in a row. Then, did you remain until the end last time?
無論です。前回は今のような制約はありませんでしたから、他のサーバントに遅れを取ることもなかった。
Of course, I had no constraints last time, so I did not fall to any servants. Saber says this as if it's just something natural. That makes me realize even more that I have been given a sword I do not deserve.
入ったな。それじゃ不満だろう、セイバー。俺みたいなのがマスターだと。
Jeez, then you must be full of complaints with someone like me as your master.
私は与えられた役割をこなすだけです。聖杯さえ手に入るのであれば、マスターに
Well, hey, at least you're not Kiritsugu. I only fulfill the duties given to me. If I can obtain the Holy Grail, I have no complaints about my master.
そうか。それは助かるけど。
I see. That's a relief, but still. She was undefeated last time, but she has already suffered 2 wounds this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The result of a battle with such a burden was that image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved in my mind. The image of a girl smaller than me, covered miserably in blood.
シロ、その後悔は余分なことです。
Shiro, such regret is useless. Huh? Saber's voice brings me back. When I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious.
私も負け知らずだったわけではありません。
It is not as if I suffered no defeat.
私は勝ちきれなかったからこそ、こうしてあなたのサーバントになっている。傷を負うことには慣れていますから、あなたが悔やむことなどない。
I am your servant now because I did not fully win. I am used to taking wounds, so it is not something you should mourn over.
慣れてるって。あんな死ぬような怪我でもか。
Used to? Even wounds close to fatal?
ええ。剣を取るということは、傷つくということです。それはあなたも同じでしょう。私だけが傷つかないという道理はないと思いますが。
Yes, to wield a sword means to take injury as well. That should be the same for you too. There's no reason for me to avoid harm, or for just me to avoid harm.
それはそうだけど、それじゃ怪我をしても構わないっていうのか、セイバーは。
That's true, but are you saying you don't mind getting hurt?
それが死に至る傷でなければ。
Are you a masochist?
死んでしまってはマスターを守れなくなりますから。
If it did not result in death, if I die, I will not be able to protect my master.
なんだそれ。マスターを守るためなら傷を負っても
It's
構
pretty
わ
much
ない
what she's saying.
っていうのか、お前は。
What is that? So you're saying you don't mind getting hurt to protect your master?
それがサーバントの役割ですから。
That is the role of the servant.
確かに、リンの言葉は正論ですね。サーバントを人間として扱う必要などない。私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
Rin's words are certainly correct.
それを正しく把握するべきだ。
There is no need for you to treat servants as humans. We are a tool to protect our master. You must understand that. Saying so, Saber walks to the sliding screen. Beyond it is the side room. This room was enough for me, so I never used it.
睡眠をとります。夕食時には起きますので、外出するのなら声をかけてください。
I will be getting some sleep. I will wake up at dinner time, so please let me know if you are going outside. Goodbye. She quietly opens and closes the sliding door.
私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
We are a tool to protect our master.
あなたもそれを正しく
You
把握す
must
るべきだ。
understand that.
なんだそれ。
What is that? That pisses me off. Ugh. But I can't call out to her, so I just consider her words in my mind. I sit on the porch and look up at the blue sky, absent-mindedly. I'm not like Saber, who went to bed already during the day, but I need to rest too. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible. And on top of that, my shoulders are heavy from all the unexpected developments. Phew. I take a deep breath and look over the yard. I've heard what I needed to hear, but the fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai as a magus and an official master, Tosaka, is...
ねえ、余ってるクッションとかない？あと、ビーカーと分度器。
Hey, do you have an extra cushion? And a beaker and a beaker and a protractor? Is intently searching my house for things.
クッションなら隣の客間のを持ってけ。
You can take the cushion in the next room. けど、
ビーカーと分度器なんて普通の家には置いてない。
But a normal household doesn't have beakers nor protractors.
は？信じられない。魔術師なら実験用具ぐ
But
らい
you
置
have
いて
to
おくもの
remember
よ。
that Shiro isn't really much of a magus at all. Huh? I can't believe it. A magus should always keep experimental tools around. Leaving the complaint, she goes back to the outbuilding busily.
本当に本気みたいだな。
I guess she's serious. What would have given you that impression, Shiro? I don't know. I take another deep breath. I guess it has already been decided that Tosaka is going to stay at my place. Yep, she pretty much decided that for you. When I went over there earlier, there was a sign that said, "Remodeling in progress. Do not enter," on the door of the best room in there.
別棟なら遠いし、問題はないよな。
Yeah, that outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Just having Saber around causes some tension, so if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. Anyways, there's some distance between us. Even if we are connected by a hallway, it's just a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Oh, but we'll see each other at meals. and we only have one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. Thinking about that, Saber is a girl too, so...
ってバカ。何考えてんだ俺は。
Idiot, what am I thinking? Shaking my head, I lie down on in the corridor. Phew. I sigh once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy. Man, I don't know how to handle women! Do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Maybe that comment helped. I fall asleep the moment I close my eyes. Later, Saber, Tosuka, and I are in the living room. I just woke up. Saber was in the living room, and Tosuka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago, and now... Shiro, how do you use the air conditioner? The scene I saw when I was called was... this. Man, how can I put this? I think I may have allied with a terrible person. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. I rarely have guests at this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. No, first of all, the appearances of these two don't really fit this Japanese-styled house. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. Let's awkwardly start a conversation then. If the two of you don't mind, I'd like to talk about what to do from now on. Hold on, I want to decide on something before that, alright? Sure, what is it? About dinner, Shiro. You live alone, right? Well, yeah, kind of. Then you have cooked for yourself, right? Of course. I'll get hungry if I don't eat. I see. Then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together for a while, so that should be helpful, right? My family consists of only women. You're right. I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're going to be living here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, and it'll be easier on me too. Then it's decided, so let's say it's Shiro's turn today. It's always Shiro's turn in our house. It's late already, so let's have our meeting after dinner. Huh? Well, I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too? How dare you, it's the most important meal of the day. Oh, breakfast's fine. I don't eat breakfast. What's that? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast. Mind your own business. Don't cut into my lifestyle. Anyways, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay? Tosuka glares at me irritatedly.
セイバーも飯は食うんだろ
Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right?
用意してもらえる
I
ので
eat
したら
all the time.
食事は重要な活力源ですから。
Certainly, if you will prepare some for me, food is an important source of energy.
了解それじゃあおとなしくしてろよ
Alright, then be good, you two. Shiro, like, reminds me of a mother scolding children or something. It's kind of weird. I grab the apron and go up to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Tosaka and Saber from the kitchen. They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Tosaka, will understand the tastes of tofu and natto.
いやそもそも箸を持てないんじゃないか
I got it!
セイバー
Shiro is like the Chef Ramsay of this universe. No, more importantly, Saber might not be able to use chopsticks. I ponder this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make with what's in the fridge. Anyways, there's some tofu. After thinking for a bit, I decide to make some deep-fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. Ew, seaweed. I have some chicken, so I'll make teriyaki out of it and make that the main dish. I drain the water off the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish while I'm at it to make salad. I grate the white radish and cook some green peppers. It's actually making me kind of hungry.
今後の方針は決まっ
I'm
てい
not
るの
gonna
です
lie. Are your plans from now on determined, Rin?
さあ情報がないから何とも言えないけどとりあえずは他のマスターを探し出すことが先決かな
Who knows? I can't say much since I don't have any information, but I think it's most important to find out about the other masters.
残るマスター
Are you really having this conversation without me
も
right
ちろん
now?
マスターだって知
Why don't you involve
探
Shiro?
したいけどさすがにうまくはいかないわよね
There are 4 more masters. I want to search for them without realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go perfectly. I told them to be good, so what's with this dangerous conversation? Can't they see that I'm busy making dinner for the 3 of... no. Aren't they even looking?
トサカ4人じゃないぞ5人だろ
Tosaka,
マスターだって分かっているの
not
は
4,
俺とお前しかい
5.
ないじゃないか
The only masters we know are you and me. I yell, holding a big pot for the deep-fried tofu.
何言ってるのよ私とシロ
Guys, I am an important part of this Holy Grail War.
あなたバザーカーのこともう忘れたの
What are you talking about? You, me, and Eliasville makes 3. Did you already forget about Berserker? Oh, yeah, that's right, the guy that beat the shit out of me. Oh yeah, that girl is a master too. Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still, I can't believe a girl that small is a master who mercilessly tried to kill us. Well, I kinda did just kill you. So...
どうせねあなたのことだからイリアスフィールを敵だって認識してなかったんでしょそれはいいから調理に専念しなさいってばシロの実力がわからないと私が困るんだから
I understand. You're you, so I bet you didn't see her as an enemy. It's fine, so concentrate on the cooking. It'll be a problem if I can't judge how good you are. I don't know how my cooking skill affects her, but what she says is correct. The preparation will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now.
イリアスフィールバーサーカーのマスターですね
Eliasville, you must mean Berserker's master.
リンは彼女を知っているようでしたが
Rin, you seem to know her.
まあね名前ぐらいは知ってるアインツベルンは何回か聖杯に届きそうになったっていう魔術師の家系だから
Yeah, I know her. Einsburn is a Magus family lineage that almost made it to the Holy Grail a few times.
聖杯戦争には慣れているということですね
So, they were well accustomed to the Holy Grail War. Or, they are well accustomed.
でしょうね他の連中がどうだか知らないけどイリアスフィールは最大の障害と見て間違いないわ本来バーサーカーっていうクラスは力の弱い英雄を強化するものよ
I would think so. I don't know about the others yet, but I can't be wrong in saying that Eliasville is our biggest obstacle. Usually, Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero.
理性を代償にして
Just call
英霊を
Hercules a
強くするん
weak
だけど
hero.
そういった凶暴化した英雄の制御には莫大な
Doesn't even look like Hercules. Like at all. It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such an insane servant requires enormous amounts of magical energy.
例えばあなたがバーサーカーになったら
For example, if you became Berserker,
このように話をすることもできませんね。協力者としての機能を一切排除し、戦闘
oh,
能力を
don't worry,
強
you
化させたの
become
はバーサーカー
something
です。
like that, Saber. Hint, hint, nudge,
それ
nudge.
は手負いの獅子を従えるようなもの。波の魔術師ではまず操れません。
I would not be able to talk like I'm doing now, removing all roles as a collaborator and specialing in a battle is how Berserker is. But that is like subduing a wounded lion. A normal magus would not be able to control it.
でしょうね。
Especially
そこ
not
いらのマイナーな英
Miyashiro.
霊がバーサーカーになった程度でも波のマスターじゃ制御しきれない。
I'll bet, a normal magus could not control Berserker even when some minor hero becomes it.
だっていうのにイリアスフィールは超一流の英霊を召喚してそいつをバーサーカーにして完全に支配してた。
But Iliasfil summoned a top-grade hero, made him Berserker, and controlled him completely.
悔しいけどマスターとしての能力は次元違いよ。あの
It's
子
irritating, but her ability as a master is on a completely different level. You're gonna be beaten by a little girl.
私たちの当面の問題は、その次元違いの相手に狙われていると
I
いう
feel
現
the
状
same
です。
way. Our current problem is that the exact master is after us. Or is that this exact master is after us?
うん。私のアーチャーはまだ戦線に出られるほど回復してない。セイバーはどう？もう傷はいいの？
Yeah, my archer hasn't healed enough to return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now? Probably not.
通常の戦闘ならば支障はありませんが、バーサーカーを相手に
I
できるほ
thought so.
ど回復はしていません。
It will not be a problem if I am to fight normally, but I am not healed enough to fight Berserker.
バーサーカー戦の傷は完治しているのですが、ランサーから受けた傷には時間がかかるようです。
The injury from the battle against Berserker is healed, but it seems that it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lancer.
そう。それじゃあやっぱり当面は様子見をするしかないかな。
I see. Then I guess all we can do is wait and see for now.
それについては提案が。アーチャーの目は鷹のそれと聞きます。彼には屋敷の周囲を見張ってもらうと
I
いうの
have
は
a
どうでしょう
suggestion
か。
about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to have him keep watch around the house?
そのつもりよ。
Oh
あい
no.
つには屋根で見張りをさせるから怪しいやつが近寄ってきたらすぐにわかるわ。この屋敷だって侵入者用の結界が張ってあるんだし守りは万全でしょうね。
That's what I've been planning to do. I'll have him keep watch on the roof, so we should know right away if anyone strange is approaching this place. Wasn't that what the barrier was for? This house has a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect.
まあバーサーカーに攻め込まれたら逃げるしかないけど
Though, if Berserker comes and attacks us, all we can do is run. Yeah. The two are continuing on without me. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka is too friendly with Saber. Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but... The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? Alright. I prepare the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. This food sucks, Shiro. I move to the living room.
まったく
This dish is absolutely
言うほど物騒な話
atrocious.
するなよな。
Jeez, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. I put the tray in front of Tosaka. I slam it down.
何怒ってるのよシロ。料理出しぐらいは手伝うべきだった？
Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out?
別に怒ってなんかないけど。どうさか、慣れ合いはしないんじゃなかったのかよ。
I'm not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? I glare at her. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that, makes a frightening smile.
協力体制を決めていただけよ。安心して別にあなたのセーバーを取ったりしないから。
We were just deciding on the structure for our cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber. I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me.
お前
You!
あら、違ったならごめんなさいね、エミヤくん。
Oh, was I mistaken? Then I'm sorry, Emiya-kun.
勝手に言ってろ。
Gah, you. Oh, just keep talking. I did something to your food. By the way, I retreat to the kitchen and get the rest of the food. She really got me. Tosaka is still smiling, and Saber is expressionless as always. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. In that way, dinner starts. I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka, and I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Ellipsis. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around a sword. And, well, how should I put this? She nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she's able to use the chopsticks. On the other hand, Tosaka is...
よし、これなら勝った。
Alright, I'll win. She clenches her fist after taking a bite. Because that's all everybody eats, right?
明日を見てなさいよ、エミヤシロ。
Wait until tomorrow, Emiyashiro. She shakes her clenched fist. What is going on here? God, have I done something bad?
あのな、さっきの話だけど。
You exist. What about you guys? What were you guys talking about? The two both raise their heads. Hold on. Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they shouldn't both react.
さっきの話って何のことよ。
What are you referring to?
だから今後の方針ってやつ、人が飯作ってる時に話してただろ。
About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking.
まずは他のマスターを探すということですか。
About searching for other masters for now?
そう、それ。具体的にはどうするのかなって思って。
Yeah, that. I was wondering what exactly you were going to do.
どうするも何も地道に探すしかないでしょ。
Well, we can only look for them slowly.
あ、そうだ。シロ、魔術師の気配ぐらいはわかる？なら話は早いんだけど。
Oh, yeah, can you at least sense other Magi's presence? It'll be easy if that's the case.
わからない。
I can't do anything. I can only repair things because I'm magical repairman. No, I went to the same school as you for 2 years and I still didn't realize you were a magus, Tosaka.
やっぱりそうなのね。まあそれはいいわ。どうせ他の連中はみんな気配を立ってるだろうし。魔術師の気配からたどる線は無理っぽいもの。
Just as I thought. Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presence, so it should be impossible to find them from their traces anyways.
セイバーはどう？サーバントはサーバントを感知できるって言うけど。
How about you, Saber? I hear servants can detect other servants.
多少はできますが、あくまで身近で能力を行使している場合だけです。私では半径200メートルほどしか捉えられません。
I can somewhat, but only when they are using their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them within a 200 meter radius. A meteor radius.
じゃあますます相手の出方を待つか。
Radius of the
どこ
meteor.
かおかしな場所を探すしかない。マスターが何か行動すればその痕跡は残るもの。私たちはそれを探り当てるってわけ。
I see. Then we'll have to wait for their actions or find some place where it seems strange. If a master exists, their traces should remain, so that means we are going to try to find those.
つまり街中を調べろってことか。
So, are you saying we should search throughout the town?
いいえ、それはやめた方がいいわ。あっちも網を張ってるから、そんなことしたら一発でマスターだと言わ
No,
れるわ
you
よ。
shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too, so that'll tell them right away that you're a master.
とりあえずはこっちの体制が整うまでは後手に回りましょう。
For now, we shouldn't take the initiative until we are prepared.
今まで通りに生活してマスターだと悟られないこと。
Go through life as you were and don't let them know that you're a master.
腕の霊視は他人に見られないように隠しておく
Hide the
こと。
command spell so no one will see it.
できるだけ人気のないところには行かないこと。
Try not to go to desolate places.
日が落ちたらすぐに
Come home before dark.
あ
And
とは
what else? Let me look at my list.
外出するときは
How would you hide that command spell anyway? You'd have to wear like a glove.
アーチャーはリンの護衛ができますか？
Please, try to take out your servant when you go outside. Can Archer guard you, Rin?
それぐらいならできるみたいね。霊体にして待機させておくから私は大丈夫よ。
I guess he can do that much.
問題は
I'll have him ready in spirit form, so it should be okay. The problem is,
私のマスターですね。
my master.
そう。ちょっと聞いてるシロ。
You're the major
外
problem
出する
here,
時は
Shiro.
ちゃんとセーバーを連れて行きなさいよ。
Right, are you
人が
listening,
見つからないよ
Shiro?
うにするのが私たちのルールだけど。
Take Saber with you when you go
中には
anywhere.
昼間から襲いかかってくるバカがいるかもしれない。
It's our rule to stay out of people's sight, but some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day.
そういう時に備えてセーバーとは一緒にいなさいよね。
Have Saber with you in case of things like that.
分かった。努力はする。
Alright, I'll try. I'll take her everywhere, even to school. I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber.
何か
What is it?
なんでもない。おかわりなら継ぐから茶碗よこせよ。
Nothing. I'll give you more, so give me your bowl.
いえ、結構です。実に見事な味付けでした。シロ。
No, I'm fine. It was very good, Shiro. I look away before I realize. I can't even look at her normally, so how can I stay with her all the time?
でもダメか。セーバーは霊体になれないんだから学校までついていか
Well,
れ
that's
ない
probably a good thing anyway. Oh, it's no good though. Saber can't become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school.
学校シロは学生なのですか？
School? Are you a student, Shiro?
そうだけど、ああ、そうか。セイバーは生徒じゃないんだから学校には入れない。
That's right.
学校に行っている間はうちで待機してもらうしかない。
Oh, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school. Well, you could dress her up as a schoolgirl and say, oh, she's a transfer student. Because that'll work.
学校に行かないということはできないのですか？シロ。
Or she could pull a CL and use, well, actually, never mind, that's kind of a spoiler. I'm not gonna say it. Can you not go to school, Shiro?
できないよ。普段通り生活しろってんなら学校には行かなくちゃ。それに学校に危険はない。あれだけ人がいる場所ってのもそうはないぞ。
I can't. If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school, and there's no danger at school. There aren't many places with that many people.
ですが、
But
大丈夫よセイバー。学校には私だっているんだからもしもの時はフォローするわ。
it's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies.
だからもしもの時なんてないって。
I'm saying there won't be any emergencies. So I declare. But I'm probably
わ
wrong.
かりました。マスターがそう言うのでしたら従います。
I understand. If Master says so, I will obey. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. Does that go for anything? The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. Jeez, it seems she's really selfish from her first day here.
今後のためにも早いうちに主導権を握っておくべきだろうな。
I should seize the initiative from now on. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult.
こんなんついでに言えば頭が痛いのがもう一人いるんだよな。
Man, on the subject of difficulties, there's one more thing that's giving me trouble. No, rather, the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand however much I talk to her.
セイバーか。悪いやつじゃないっていうのだけはわかるんだけど。
Saber, huh? I know she's not a bad person, but... Saber's back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room in the outbuilding. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. Don't tell me you actually have like a scheduled bedtime, Jesus Christ. Honestly, I have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about our future. First of all, ignoring her being a servant and all, she is a girl younger from a younger age. She's actually thousands of years old, Shiro. There are a lot of things I'll find out from talking to her, and most of all.
早いとこ慣れないといつまで経っても遠坂に冷やかされる。
I have to get used to her, or Tosaka will constantly make fun of me. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to talk to her more lightheartedly. I return to my room. Next door, past this one small sheet, is Saber's room.
セイバー起きてるか。
Saber, are you awake?
起きています。何かありましたか？
I am awake. Is something wrong, Master? Opening the sliding screen silently, Saber enters. I hold on to my heart, pounding from having her actually in front of me. Calm down. I'm just going to talk to her as a master.
シロ、顔色が優れませんが、傷が開いたのですか？
Shiro, you do not look so well. Have your wounds opened up?
いや、そんなことはない。体の方はとっくに大丈夫だ。
No, that's not it. I'm fine already.
セイバーの方こそいいのか。
Are you fine?
はい、問題はありません。今の状態では完治まで時間はかかりますが、このままでも平均値はクリアしていますから。バーサーカー以外の相手ならば互角に渡り合えるでしょう。
Yes, there is no problem. With my current condition, it should take some time to fully heal, but I am still above my average. I should be able to match anyone other than Berserker. Saber declares so. It's not confidence or boasting. She is probably just telling me the truth. I have no response. Saber's statement should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a slender girl to fight.
その一つ聞くけど、セイバーは戦うこと以外に何か目的はないのか？せっかくここにいるんだから他にしたいこととかあるだろう？
I'll ask you something. Don't you have any other objective other than fighting? You're in this time, so don't you have anything else you want to do?
他の目的ですか？そのようなことはありませんが、サーバントは戦うためだけに呼び出されたものです。
Other objectives? I do not have any such things. Servants are only summoned to fight.
それ以外の目的など余分なだけだ。シローの発言はひどく的が外れています。
Any other objectives are useless. Your statements are misdirected. I thought so. I'm pretty much asking one who was summoned to fight not to fight. It's not that I want to tell her that. Well, how should I put this? Saber is lacking in humanity. It would be fine if she were only going to fight, but she's in front of me as an actual person. Or someone who looks like an actual person, but she's really a heroic spirit. So I can't allow her to just fight. If Saber is actually here, I have to have her do something she enjoys.
なあ、セイバー。サーバントってのは過去の英雄なんだろ？
Hey, Saber. Servants are heroic spirits from the past, or heroes from the past, right? So, I stopped myself before I asked what she was like before.
私の新名を
I cannot tell you my real name. Saber said that before as a secret between us. So even if I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer.
シロ、言いかけてやめるのはよくありません。必要な質問なら答えますが。
But you won't answer that question. Shiro, it's not good to stop what you have begun to say. I shall answer it if it is necessary.
いや、今のは忘れてくれ。 バカなことを口走りそうになっただけだ。
No, forget about it. I was just about to say something stupid. Like you always do. I say that, averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it will only prove that I'm a no-good master, repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't ask about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. And I'm boring as fuck. That would be even more meaningless, though. Now, I'm just gonna do what I want. If I can't ask about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely. And I'll ask about things such as what she likes and what she wants for breakfast and...
シロ、あなたから質問がないのなら、
Shiro,
私から尋ねていいで
if
しょ
you
う
do not have any questions, may I ask you?
いいけど、何？
Huh? You can, but what?
昨夜のことです。シロは私を助けようとしてバーサーカーに打ち倒されました。
About yesterday. You were cut by Berserker while trying to save me. You remember that. Is that correct?
覚えているけど、なんだよ。朝の続きをしたいのか。軽率な行動だったってのは分かってるから。
I remember.
思い出させないでくれ。
What? You want to continue this morning's conversation? I know it was a thoughtless action, so don't remind me about it. It makes me feel sick.
それは私も同じです。ですがこれはあなたという人間を知るために聞いておくべきことだと思う。
I feel the same way, but I feel that I must ask you to understand.
シロ、あなたはなぜバーサーカーに向かったのです。
Why did you stand up to Berserker?
近寄ればどうなるか、シロには分からなかったのですか。
Did you not understand what might happen if you approached us? Or to you if you approached us?
それは。
That's... I knew that. I understood that I'd be killed if I approached. But I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what would happen afterwards. At that time, the most important thing for me was saving Saber. Probably, it was just that my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of getting killed.
悪い、忘れた。
Sorry, I've forgotten.
一瞬のことだったからな。その時の考えなんてわからない。きっと気が動転していたんだ。そうでもなけりゃ、あんな特攻はできない。
It happened in an instant, so I don't know that what I was thinking. I was probably confused. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do something so suicidal. Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious. I don't tell her the truth. I just say something to get out of this situation.
つまり、ただ自然に私を助けようとしたのですね。
So, in other words, you automatically tried to save me.
自然じゃない。気が動転してたって言っただろ。
It wasn't automatic. I told you. I was confused.
もう一回あんなことになったら、その時はきっとガタガタ震えてる。
If something like that happens again, I'll probably be trembling.
そうですね。それが正常な人間です。自らの命を無視して他人を助けようとする人間などいない。
I see. That is normal for a human. No human would try to save another while ignoring their own life.
それは英雄と呼ばれた者たちでさえ
Even
例外では
heroes
ない
should
で
be
しょ
no exception to that.
う。ですから、そんな人間がいるとしたら、その人物の内面はどこか欠落しています。
So, if someone like that exists, they would be lacking something.
その欠落を抱えたまま進んでは、待っているのは悲劇だけです。
If he continued with that missing thing, only tragedy would await. References to a certain person who is a spoiler if I say who he is. Her deep green eyes are trying to tell me something. I take that and...
しつこいぞ、セイバー。あれは気の迷いだって言ってるだろ。俺だって死ぬのは怖いんだ。そんな聖人君子になんてなれるもんか。
You're persistent, Saber. I told you I was just confused. I'm scared of death too. I can't be a saint.
次にあんなことになったら、その時はセイバーより自分を優先させるさ。
If something like that happens again, I'll save myself before you. I deflected with heartless words.
それはよかった。私の思い違いなら問題はないでしょう。ええ、確かにシローは臆病です。 道さえ間違えな
I
けれ
feel
ば
like that's a lie, though. I feel like you'll
Ki
still
っと正しい
do
魔術師になれる。
something incredibly stupid. That is good. It should be no problem if that was just a misinterpretation on my part. Yes, you certainly are a coward. If you do not make any mistakes, you will become a proper magus. Damn, son.
なんだよ。臆病に見えるのか。
Yes. Hey, what's with that? Do I look like a coward?
ええ、とても。置かれた状況を受け入れるために努力するあたりが特に。そういった賢明さを時に臆病というのです。恐れを知らない者は賢者になれないのと同じですね。
Yes, very much so. Mostly the part where you try your best to accept the situation you are in. Such wisdom is sometimes called as cowardice. It is the same thing as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise. She must be relieved. Saber says this, smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovely and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say, and we end up staying in the room together for a while. And night falls. It's not like I need to talk to Saber or Tosaka, so bedtime comes as usual. It's 11 o'clock. The lights in the house are all turned off, and the people in it sleep to prepare for tomorrow. Ellipsis.
眠れん。
I can't sleep. I open my eyes, still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today.
なんだってか。
Jeez, why can I... It's so quiet. So why can I hear Saber's breathing in the next room? No, I know. If it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to be able to hear what's going on in the next room. And being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping.
畜生。こんな状況で眠れるものか。
Ugh, damn it. I can't sleep like this. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon, trying not to wake Saber, and I retreat to my usual place. Time to practice my magic. My repair magic.
助かった。セイバー気づくと思ったけど、割と鈍感。
I wouldn't say that, Shiro. Thank God. I thought Saber would notice, but she must be pretty dull. Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that, but there's no danger now. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger.
遠坂は寝てるみたいだな。
Tosaka seems to be asleep. The lights there are off. She must be defiant or just adaptable. Tosaka must have gotten used to this place in just a day.
まあ、実際助かるんだよな。あいつがいてくれると。
Well, it really does help having her around and all. Yeah, it helps even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandage wrapped around my hand.
霊樹は覚醒か。言われてみるまで。
I guess you could do that. Hide the command spell, huh? I didn't realize until she told me. The command spell a master bears appears somewhere on their arm. In my case, it's on the back of my left hand. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding it with a bandage, even though it looks unnatural.
冬だし、長めの長袖を着てごまかそう。
It's winter, so I'll wear something long over it. Just wear gloves. Tosaka has hers around the middle of her right hand, so somewhere like that. Or somewhere like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday, and where Saber appeared. The door is still open, and the inside is dark as if denying anyone's entry. But this darkness is familiar to me. The old building that I used to play in, the place you could call my real room, stands silently in the cold winter night. I enter. I close the door to shut out the outside air and turn on the old stove.
そうだな。今日ぐらいは休もうと思ったけど、却下しよう。2日連続でサボったら親父にどやされる。
Yeah, I considered skipping it just for today, but I shouldn't. Father would get mad at me if I skipped it 2 days in a row. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is a mental training for me, so I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. Phew. Huh? I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image. The image of the sword that appears in my empty head. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic which I succeeded at for the first time in a few years after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it, and make sure I master it, or it'll be a waste.
Trace.
Trace on. I half close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Did you vomit? Right now, this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrating on this, the Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka. If I empty my mind and forget all the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight.